Hello to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5am Club. As you can see, it's a cracker. It's a cracker of a Friday. A blue-skied, warm Sydney summer day with a gentle breeze just blowing. I can see the flags just wavering up there. So what we'll do is we'll go on a walk and talk, and I'll head down to I'll try and get down to the International Passenger Terminal or just in front of the Museum of Contemporary Art, and we'll do a book summary today. And today's book summary is a real beauty, an absolute beauty, and it's one that has quite a few hacks for us to consider, especially those who are parents or those who are grandparents or wanting to become parents. There's some awesome hacks here on children. And the book is entitled The Book You Wish Your Parents Had Read. The Book You Wish Your Parents Had Read by Philipa Perry. So, where's this book going to take us? It's an interesting book, as I said before, with lots of little tidbits and lots of morsels of information that are very, very usable. So the author kicks off the book by telling us something that we all know, but it's good to remind ourselves every now and then, that children won't form on their own like seedlings. They form in relationship with others. So children need relationships, children need guidance in order to grow and develop, and if left to their own accord, left to their own means, they won't develop to their full potential, I guess is the message from this book. So what the author says here with their first structured question or first structured point is our response to parenting situations are closely linked to how we were parented. So the experience that we had whilst growing up with our parents, with our friends, our family, our peers, all of those things have contributed to how we will be as parents. So the important thing to understand, many people get it, but by the same token, you watch people's behaviours and you swear that a lot of people just don't get it. Now, at the end of the day, we are by far the biggest influences in our children's lives because they watch us very, very closely. So take note and understand that nobody has a greater influence on your children's life today and well into the future than what you have as a parent and as a guardian. So if you want to understand your kids, is what the author is saying. So if you want to understand your kids, you first need to understand yourself. Because the biggest key to understanding your children, understanding who they are and why they behave the way they behave, is all based and centered around you. So for children, negative associations are formed by following us, and follows them into their adult lives. So any negative association that a child has formed through their years of growth and development will carry through their life. So it's important to understand that those negative associations, many of which are influenced by us as parents. So as you grow up and you look back over your life, the author is suggesting that many of our judgments, many of our beliefs, many of the way we see the world, many of our biases are clouded by our past. So we need, as parents, to become more compassionate. And once you realise, as a parent, the impact or the magnitude of the impact that you have on your children's lives, and not only their infant lives, but also their adult lives, you've got to understand that as a parent, the responsibility of bringing up a family is immense. You know, the importance of staying together as a family has many positive flow-on effects to children, not only as children, but as adults, as grandparents, and it impacts their whole life, both consciously and subconsciously, is what the author is suggesting. And when we grow up, you know, whenever negative charged emotions come flooding back into our lives, it's a sign that we need to examine our childhood. To discover why we feel the way we feel. So the author here is once again reminding us that if we have negative feelings, or if we have experiences which trigger negative feelings, what we need to do is to examine those situations and try and tie them back to our childhood and discover why we feel the way we feel. And for this reason, as we said before, we need to become more empathetic as parents and know that what we do and what we do with our children shapes their today and their tomorrow. So the author reminds us that wherever possible, we need to be validating all of our children's feelings. Because what it will do by validating their feelings is that it will help them become more productive and healthier in their formidable years as children, but also as adults. So in terms of a rule of thumb, the author wants us to consider the following. First, seek to acknowledge and understand and validate your children's feelings. And because if you don't validate the feelings, these feelings may become suppressed and become harmful to them as adults and haunt them as a curse throughout their lives. So if you take it one step further, as parents, we can also see ourselves as being key elements of their psychological and mental health development. So our parenting can encourage sound mental health in our children, is the bottom line. Because as a child transitions from to adulthood, parents can help the child grow to be mentally healthy, and we need to listen with intent to understand what they're saying, why they're saying it, and to validate it. Don't sweep it under the carpet. Don't inhibit that. Don't turn it into an unresolved issue. It needs to be examined, it needs to be supported, and it needs to be allowed to express itself in all its glory and then dealt with and managed. So the other thing that the authors talk about here, which is another important point, I guess I can learn from this as well, even though I'm a grandfather and a lot of water has been swept below the bridge, is to avoid being glued to your phone. Because children, just like all of us, if you feel neglected, you will then become attention-seeking by doing attention-seeking behaviours, by causing problems, by making a fool of yourself. So whatever you can do is try and give children as much attention as possible so that they don't feel neglected is the big message. And wherever you can, try and encourage play, make more time to play with children, allow children more time to play and to be free to express themselves through play and free time, because it's through these activities that they learn to develop curiosity, and it's through curiosity that we grow up to become lifelong learners and also more balanced as human beings. So thank you very much for joining me on this episode, this sunny episode of Jim's 5am Club, where I'm down here in front of the Museum of Contemporary Art on this wonderful, wonderful sunny day, which has a very, very slight breeze. But look at how blue that sky is, and look at that plane streaking across the sky. I can't wait to get on a plane again one day and travel to faraway lands and get back to some sort of normality. So thank you once again, and I hope you found this book entitled The Book You Wish Your Parents Had Read by Philipa Perry as exciting and as empowering as I have. I hope you can get some of the parenting hacks from this book and implement them in your family with your children to help them have a better today and a better future. And we'll finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, stay reasonable, and most importantly, build a relationship with your children, knowing that whatever you do, whatever impact you do, will have the greatest impact on their today and their future. It will impact their mental health, hopefully in a positive way, and to make sure that you listen with intent and that you try and be compassionate and validate their every feeling and help them grow, develop into the people that can be productive and live a happy and wonderful life. So thank you very much, and I look forward to coming to you again later on at lunchtime. I missed the early morning episode of Jim's 5am Club because I had to be at work at 5:30, so I didn't get a chance to come and go on a walk and talk with you, but I'll make it up this afternoon with a lunchtime version and hopefully a couple of versions in the evening, because I still need to pump out 4 or 5 versions or episodes of Jim's 5am Club in order to hit my 1,000 by my 61st birthday, God willing. Yasas, take care. Philika from Jim, and we'll chat again. Bye for now.